Notes from the Upper West Side, a novel by Dan Wrench. Chapter 114, The Unmistakable Taste. So this all goes into the concoction of cuntbacco, I asked while looking around at the tubs and tins.
Yep, he said. Hey, look, come here and I'll show you how to mix up a bitch. I started smoking it myself. It really does taste like cunt.
I had a sense back then that Bang's tongue was a virgin, and if you gave him a pack of old Sailor Jim tobacco and told him it was one for the road, he would say, "Wow," just so you wouldn't know he'd never had his head within 3 feet of the simmering juice. Later on, I found out he was married, and to a real dish, who would never let him out of bed without satisfying her in the Tungual fashion. So you could say my early impression was ill-informed. I don't know where I got that early impression from. Maybe it comes from my belief that comedians in general are scared of chicks but were too lazy to learn the guitar. I really have to say it doesn't smell like cunt in here, I said. You sure you know what cunt tastes like? I get cackled. He did that laugh of his that sounds like a goose hiccuping.
You don't smoke, right?
He asked. Well, cigarettes.
Ever sniff a cigarette? Doesn't smell anything like the taste when it's lit up, right?
Well, yeah, right.
You think it's different with pipe tobacco?
I guess I kind of thought it might be.
You were wrong.
More goose honking. He went over to a wooden rack on the wall just above one of the tables lining the room and pulled a pipe off it. It had one of those little sleeves on the mouthpiece that I guess was there to make you think the mouthpiece was sanitary. Bang took the little sleeve off this pipe and put some tobacco in the bowl from a gigantic glass jar on one of the benches. He tamped the bowl down with this little flat-headed tool and gave me the pipe. He took out a lighter. I hesitated.
What up, dog?
He said with that squinting grin. Well, where has this pipe been, you know? Germs?
Don't worry about it. The germs on the pipe have been slaughtered by a sadist. I heard the screams myself. Little tiny voices. Then, the silence of the lamps.
You should write books for children. He shrugged and rolled his non-squinting eye.
Live ferociously, Paul. Have a cunt hit.
He honked. I gate cackled. I was starting to relax. So what the heck, I thought. I'll see for myself. I did. A second later, I was coughing my balls off.
Don't inhale to your lungs.
Bang laughed. Then when I didn't stop coughing for a while.
You want some water or something?
I was panting. I'm good, I said. My eyes were watering. He was staring at my face with his one unsquinted eye and laughing. The skies didn't open for me, but I was kind of surprised to find in all that hacking and choking the unmistakable taste of chick snatch. Holy shit, I said when I could get a breath. It really does taste like clit.
That's why it's so popular, he said. That's why we're filling out these orders.
So who orders this stuff? Dykes? Freaks? Guys who've never tasted one and want a heads up before the big date? He laughed pretty hard.
Like I would fucking know, he said. It's not like we're doing market research here. We barely have enough people on hand to send this stuff out.
We? I asked. I was looking for a place to set the pipe down. So, are you like getting a piece?
A piece?
He innuendoed.
Yeah, I'm getting a piece.
Come on. I said, you know what I mean. Are you like a partner in this? Are you getting points or something?
Huh,
he said.
Maybe I should ask him about that sometime. I'm just down here because usually there's a bunch of young ladies present and the project at hand tends to lead all conversation to consider the varieties of vaginal stimulation, a subject I consider my hobby.
I heard they're all dykes here, I said.
I don't know. I guess there's a few. All I know is most days I could be at the deli or watching the news or tweeting wisecracks to stiffs. Or I could be down here with Bobby and some ladies talking about the cunty taste of One for the Road and how they love the mouth snatch aspect of staying in and pretending to binge woke flicks.
Wow. So, how's it going so far? Popping any?
Popping any? What are you, in grade school?
I'll take that as a no. I get cackled.
Hey, a gentleman never tells.
Yeah, a gentleman never tells when the answer is no. We bantered thus for a few more minutes. I was still looking for a place to put down the pipe. Look it, as you may have surmised, or as I may have told you many times over these, 100 and something chapters now, I'm not what you would call a cunt taste connoisseur. You want that perspective, you go to Parp and all the other liars. That's right, liars. I know there are a lot of you out there reading this who've already smoked up an assload of One for the Road tobacco. You might be smoking it right now and telling yourself how desirable you are because everyone who walks into your dorm room knows you love a face full of cunt. Well, sorry, but like I told Parp ages ago, it's psychology and anthropology. No man really likes the taste of twat, and some of us have the nerve to admit it. Notes from the Upper West Side is a work of fiction. The people depicted in this work do not exist. Notes from the Upper West Side, copyright 2023, by Dan Wrench.